Alright guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about some of the pros and cons of living here in Calgary. If this is your first time on my channel and you want to know more about what life is like here in Calgary, go ahead and click subscribe and tap the bell icon so that you can be the first to know about the market. If you haven't seen me before, my name is James Heenan. I am a realtor here in Calgary, and basically the whole idea with this channel is I want to make it easier for people who are thinking about moving to the city. Want to teach you about the neighborhood, show you what kind of things there are to do in the city, just generally talk about life in it. So if you have any questions for me, all my information is in the description below. You can go ahead and call me, text me, or send me an email. Always happy to help. With that said, let's get into it. Alright guys, so like I said, today we're going to be talking about some of the pros and cons of life here in Calgary. So if you've never lived in Calgary before, maybe you've heard things about the city like Calgary is full of cowboys, or everyone here drives a pickup truck, or Calgary is a really boring city and there's not actually anything to do. And I definitely disagree on the last part. There are some cowboys and pickup trucks here, but you learn to love it. So I'm going to break the video of pros and cons down into three main categories. There's going to be the lifestyle, the cost of living, and then the culture. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so first big pro about life here in Calgary is the lifestyle. It's a very active city and there's always something to do here, no matter whether it is July or December. You can always find something to do. I'm actually walking on the Bow River Pathway. This is a 48-kilometer network of trails. You can run here, you can bike here, you can walk here. It connects to a whole bunch of parks all the way through town, up from Bears Paw down to Fish Creek Park, if you know where that is. If not, I'll be doing more of like a map video later on the city. But yeah, super active lifestyle, always lots to do. And another part about that lifestyle is that it's really close to the mountains. So it's about a 45-minute drive, and you can go ski, you can rock climb, you can hike, if you're into kayaking, really anything you can think of. It's within driving distance here, so lots of stuff to do in Calgary. Next, we're getting into cost of living. Alright guys, so next major pro for living in Calgary here is the cost of living. Now, if you look at the price of an average detached house here in Calgary, it's $647,000. Over in Toronto, that price is $1.52 million. And in Vancouver, it's $2.06 million. So, pretty big difference there, 3 to 4 times more affordable than some of the other major cities we have in Canada. And if you look at rentals, a one-bedroom here is about $1,450 a month. In Toronto, it's $1,950. And in Vancouver, it is $2,450 per month. So while I was doing the research for this video, I actually also found out that Calgary has some of the highest average salaries in Canada. One average month after tax here is about $5,300. In Vancouver, it's about $4,960. And in Toronto, you're looking at $4,660. So when you add up affordable real estate and some of the highest salaries across Canada, it definitely makes sense why you can have a much higher quality of life here and your money will go a lot further. So for the next part of the video, we're going to be talking about the culture. Alright guys, so the next big pro for living in Calgary is the culture. Now this is one of the things that I hear over and over again from people who have moved here from other cities. They often remark how friendly people are here and how welcoming the city is, so that's definitely a big pro. On top of that, there is a really great restaurant and bar scene. I'm just here on Stephen Ave. This is one of the major entertainment roads in Calgary. So 3 out of the top 20 restaurants in Canada are here in Calgary, and we are actually home to almost 100 different breweries. Also, all throughout the year, we have tons of different festivals and events for plenty of different kinds of people, so there is really something for everyone here. And it doesn't hurt that Calgary is the sunniest city in Canada, so most sunny days out of any of the major cities. Next, we're just going to be talking about some of the cons. Alright guys, so now we're going to get into a few of the cons of living in Calgary. So one of the things that not many people know is Calgary is actually the hailstorm capital of Canada. So if you are going to move here, I would definitely talk to your insurance provider about getting some hail coverage for your house and probably your vehicle as well. The next con about living in Calgary is that the winters can get very cold. Now, on average, the winter temperatures here are usually about -7 most of the time, but we'll typically have about 1 week of the year where it can get below -30, and then that's pretty brutal. It is a dry cold, so there's not a ton of humidity to make it really unbearable. And we do also have the advantage of having Chinooks here. So if you've never had a Chinook before, it's where warm air comes down from the mountains and the temperature can rise about 20 to 30 degrees Celsius over one day. So that does mitigate it quite a bit. The last con I'll say about living in Calgary is that the winter snowstorms can make driving very, very interesting. So if you've never been here before and you're going to be driving here in the winter, definitely get yourself a pair of winter tires and leave lots of room, especially if you're on a major road like the Deerfoot. You just want to be extra careful. But with all of that said, I would say that I definitely do still recommend living here in Calgary. I've been here for the last 7 years of my life, and I personally really love it. So I would say come check it out. All right, guys, so that's it for the video today. This is my first YouTube video, so I would love to hear how I did, as well as any ideas you have for future videos, any suggestions on making this better. This channel is for you, so anything you want to know about Calgary, I'm here to give those answers. Let me know in the comments.